So let's take a look first at the Hearts lineup, which is unchanged from the side which lost 1-0 at Firhill last week, with the accent remaining on youthful players like Hamilton, Shields and O'Brien. And there's a key role in midfield for 19-year-old Alex Hamill. There he is. He joined the club from Spurs a few weeks ago, and he made a big impact, you may remember, at Celtic Park last month. And the big surprise in the Aberdeen lineup is the absence of Ian Scanlon, never present since early September. And with Gordon Strachan also out injured, that means Aberdeen have 3 teenagers in their lineup: Neil Simpson, Ian Angus in midfield, and the replacement for Scanlon, the youngest player in the field, 17-year-old John Hewitt, a regular member of the squad this season and the scorer of 3 goals. So the referee for this afternoon's match is Bill Anderson of East Kilbride, and the match will be set in motion by the Aberdeen top scorer Mark McGee. So an early touch for John Hewitt, wearing the unfamiliar number 11 for him. This pitch caused some concern this morning. An inspection was required and the pitch was carefully rolled, but certainly looks very playable at this stage. Here's Alec McLeish. Kennedy. A long run from deep coming from Andy Watson, number 4. But that's Frank Little clearing up. Neil Simpson's throw. McLeish pushing forward with the attack. And this match perhaps throwing a late lifeline to Hearts. They haven't won in the league since the 6th of December when they beat Kilmarnock here at Tynecastle, and Aberdeen threatening right from the start. It was McGee. Fine ball from Shields to Alec MacDonald. And the long legs of Doug Rugby having enough pace to play that one back to Leighton. Curiously enough, Aberdeen's only league defeat was the same day that Hearts won the last match, 6th of December, when they lost, you may remember, to Morton at Cappielow. 2 youngsters there, O'Brien and Hewitt. It's Hewitt who comes clear. He's stopped by Hamilton. McLeish losing control. Gibson has a chance. Leighton's out very quickly. That was good goalkeeping by Jim Leighton, jealously guarding his excellent goalkeeping record this season. Kennedy just running out of play. Willie Gibson. It's a good turn by Gibson. The pressure applied by Mark McGee on Colin Moore, enforcing the pass back. That's Conn going in behind Rugby. And that's the first corner kick of the match. 10 minutes gone. The corner kick to Hearts. You can see Doug Rugby thinks he was elbowed off the ball. It's Alec MacDonald. Shot one to Gibson. That's good play by Hearts. Good piece of play involving Alec MacDonald and Willie Gibson. The final shot just too direct at Leighton. McLeish commanding in the air. Little's return header. I think Aberdeen particularly will want to get that ball on the ground. It's there now. There's Hewitt to McGee. And that deflection could certainly have caused trouble for John Brough. Coming off Frank Little and going behind for the corner kick. So there's the tall figure of Walker McCall. You can see the concern he's causing among the Hearts defenders. John Brough, Frank Little. Simpson with a kick right to the far side. McCall can't reach it. That's Rugby playing it in. McGee on the line, and it's played away by Alec MacDonald. And the return shot from John Hewitt, just going over the bar. Well, that certainly was a let-off for Hearts. The hero there as the ball was played in by Rugby to the line where McGee tried to force it home, but it was Alec MacDonald, the hero for Hearts, popping up in the line to clear the ball, and Hewitt's finishing shot going behind. Now it's Hamill. Watson pulled down by MacDonald. A late challenge. Watson appears to have recovered. All a question of timing, I think, that one from MacDonald. So the free kick for Aberdeen, with Doug Rugby making his way into the box. McLeish has stayed back. Well, a misunderstanding, that ball aimed towards the corner of the box, but no Aberdeen forward breaking for it. That gives Shields the chance to set something up for Hearts. Now O'Brien, good turn of speed. Con coming in, and a great shot from Alfie Con, almost brings the opening goal. What a good move that was. The pace of Paul O'Brien carrying him clear of Willie Miller towards the byline. Cross towards the near post. Con got there just before the tackle, and with the outside of the right foot just sent the ball over the bar. Neil Simpson. McGee breaking on the right. He's got Watson right through the middle, and it's played back very carefully by Moore. He's had a very good match so far, Colin Moore. Rugby heading forward. It's Kennedy's header, picked up by McCall. Well intercepted by Hamilton. This is Willie Gibson. Con to Masterton. Here's Con breaking again. Towards Masterton, and the tackle from Watson, just preventing the shot from Masterton. Well, a loose ball forward from midfield, this time from John Hewitt, giving possession away to Hearts. Aberdeen just haven't mastered these awkward, bumpy conditions in midfield. McDonald to Hamill. Masterton finding Shields in space on the left. He has the chance to cross. That's O'Brien trying to flick it across the 6-yard box. And Shields driving it over. Simpson now to McGee. He needs some support. Watson providing it inside. McGee going past Hamill brilliantly. There's McCall. That's the opening goal from Walker McCall. 34 minutes gone. Aberdeen take the lead, and I must say that's against the run of play. Just when Hearts appear to be taking a grip, a great move from Aberdeen. And as so often this season, it was the inspiration provided by Mark McGee. He started out on the right touchline, held possession, got support from Watson, moved on to the return pass, got past Alec Hamill, and when the cross came over, there was Walker McCall to rifle the header home for his 9th goal of the season. So I can imagine a lot of Aberdeen players breathing much more easily. A subdued opening half hour from them. But their first really good concerted move, providing the opening goal. And a much relieved Derek Ferguson in the director's box. So Hearts now have to begin all over again. Gibson not quite keeping the ball in play. The flag is up at the other end of the park. So Hearts will now be called upon to show all their fighting qualities. A lot of their spirit undoubtedly dented by that New Year's Day defeat by Airdrie when they led with just 20 minutes to go and lost 3-2. And here, after dictating much of the play, the opening half hour, they find themselves a goal behind.
So there's McDonald forward towards Conn, and Rugby covering well for Aberdeen. And Jim Leighton watching that pass back from Miller very carefully. That concedes the corner kick to Hearts. And delay caused by the fact that Hearts are waiting for Peter Shields to cross from left back to the outside right position to take this corner kick. Gibson marked by McLeish, busily trying to find space. Leighton's punch clear, there's McDonald. Well, just about a foot too high. McDonald doing well, that punch out from Leighton just giving him half a chance to control it and let fly with the right foot in the volley. Good touch with the left foot. But again, too far forward for McCall. So Hearts have been trying to build very carefully from the back through midfield. Mainly through Alec McDonald. But he's being marked more tightly now as the first half wears on. That free kick given for the push on Conn by McLeish. Alec McLeish organising his defence as McDonald and Shields line up the free kick. Shot one wide to Shields. And testing Jim Leighton at that right-hand post. But the Aberdeen keeper always had that one covered. This time the free kick to Aberdeen. Closing moments now of the first half. Hewitt marked by Hamilton, McCall by Moore. Headed in by Rugby. Moore heading it out. Again the flag is up. Walker McCall. So the free kick quickly taken back to Brough. That'll go all the way through to Leighton. Andy Watson. Wide to Kennedy. McCall beaten by Little. Simpson has great determination and strength on the ball. Laid back by Angus to Watson. McCall is onside. Mark McGee trying to flick it across. Well, that one didn't break kindly for the Aberdeen forwards. Played out by Masterton, giving Hearts the chance to move on the break. But the half-time whistle goes. So Aberdeen leading by 1-0, but Hearts no doubt wondering that it all might have been very different if that great effort from Alfie Conn early in the match when he took that cross first time from Paul O'Brien and sent the ball over the bar. If that had gone in, it might have been also different. But then Walker McCall, number 8 for Aberdeen, scored that goal in the 34th minute after the great build-up on the right and the cross from Mark McGee to give Aberdeen the lead which at the time I thought they scarcely deserved, and certainly I think they'll be very happy to have got the lead after a very subdued opening half hour. So that's the half-time position. I will look forward to you rejoining us for the second half in a couple of moments. What a sound, right? So welcome back for part
2 in the second half of the match at Tynecastle. Hearts trailing by 1-0, and it's still bitterly cold here at Tynecastle. Although that'll be the last thing worrying the Hearts players. They've got to try to recover the rhythm they were beginning to develop when Aberdeen took the lead in the 34th minute. And of course they were looking very much to Alec MacDonald to inspire them, as he was doing for long periods in that first half. So the first Aberdeen attack of the match breaks down with that cross from Mark McGee going behind. So there's the man who more than anyone dominated the first half, Alec MacDonald. By far the oldest player in the field. They won't thank me for saying that, but his experience being put to very telling effect. The head flick on from Conn towards Gibson, catching him offside. That's a free kick to Aberdeen. Masterton. That's Watson. I think we can expect to find MacDonald even more closely marked in this second half. Watson sweeping ball towards Hewitt. I think he might head for that dead ball line. And that one right across the face of John Bruff's goal, with neither friend nor foe to knock it in. There's MacDonald. Conn sending the early ball towards O'Brien. Rugby tackling for Aberdeen. McCall. A mix-up with Watson, but Aberdeen profit from it. Here's McGee. Goes past the goalkeeper. Well, that's finishing of the highest quality. Mark McGee makes it 2-0 for Aberdeen. And once again, coming after a spell of Hearts pressure. The ball won in midfield by Watson. He got the break of the ball. Played it into space for McGee. His acceleration left Peter Shields behind. Got to it before Bruff. And with the angle rapidly closing, stroked it home with his left foot. And that's McGee's 14th goal of the season. And a very welcome one for him after a lean spell of goal scoring. This is Willie Miller. Little stretching his neck, but the ball breaks to Simpson. Threatened to shoot. Teeing it up for Watson. It almost reached McCall. Now Kennedy joining the attack. It's a great cross. Well, that should certainly have been the third goal from the head of Walker McCall. A perfect cross from Stuart Kennedy. Look at the way he came into space on the right. That great cross, swerving right onto the head of Walker McCall, and somehow he managed to allow the ball to squirm wide of goal. O'Connor trying to head that into the path of O'Brien. That was a fine effort by Paul O'Brien, sprinting it from the right to pick up that ball from O'Connor, and the left foot shot whizzing just wide of Leighton's left hand post. Shields, infield to Hamill. Now Little. O'Connor is onside, into space for McDonald. A great ball towards Gibson. And Gibson was very well marked indeed by Doug Considine, because that was a great ball from McDonald, and Considine's positioning was perfect. The Hearts still coming again. This is Gibson. Inevitably it's McDonald. The tackle again from Considine. This is Kennedy. McCall's underneath that. Head flick on towards McGee. Well, he couldn't expect a better chance than that. The cross right to the head of Walker McCall. The header down was perfect. It just got on the blind side of Moore, giving McGee that great chance from the edge of the 6-yard box. And it's unlike McGee to hurry them like that.
There's Hamill. O'Brien is onside. There's the speed of Kennedy, and he's done well enough. Great pressure on Stuart Kennedy. Gibson and O'Brien homing in on him. And the problem caused by the fact that when Leighton came, he didn't come far enough to get to the ball before Kennedy had to play it. He couldn't leave it to chance. And then he had to show even more pace to get there before either Gibson or O'Brien and play the ball to safety.